Good morning, students. Welcome to geography class. हम पढ़ रहे थे चैप्टर नंबर 4 that is human settlement. Don't confuse it with human development. बहुत ज़्यादा difference है दोनों. So human settlement, we have seen that what the settlement really means, and from ancient time also towns and other villages existed where the human lived. Settlements varies in size and types. We have also seen that it can be in the form of village, it can be in the form of cities. Then we have seen the basic difference between the rural and the urban settlement. In India, basically human settlement is divided into two parts: urban settlement and the rural settlement. We have discussed that in details. There are difference between the rural as well as the urban settlement. I hope that is clear to you. Then we see the four different types of rural settlements with the help of the diagram. I hope it is clear to you. And you will see that there are certain conditions which are responsible for the different kinds of rural settlements. Means we have around 6,40,000 villages according to census 2011. All those villages have the different human settlement, means they have different houses, different patterns in which the people live there. So what conditions, what factors are the reasons for that? Physical features, social and cultural features, security features. So these are different features, different factors which are responsible for the different kinds of rural settlements in the India. Then we have four different settlements: clustered, semi-clustered, hamleted and dispersed or isolated systems. We have seen that in details. Today we will start next topic, that is urban settlement. So when we are talking about the urban settlements, what does that means? Urban settlements, we know that yes, urban settlement is generally find that it is more compact and large in size. I have already told you earlier in the yesterday lecture that in urban area you will find that people, the housing, the settlement is moving vertical up as compared to horizontal, because there is a space constraint and it is not possible for many houses to build in a particular area. So the only way is to build floors. By building 80th floor, you can say one acre of land is used to make a good township which supported more than 100 to 100 houses. But this is not the case when it comes to the rural settlement. So that is the compact and larger in size. Urban settlement is simply means the towns and cities which makes this urban settlements. So what does a village means? So village, what is the meaning of village? When we are talking about village, so village is basically a small community in the rural areas जिनका main motive is related to economic activities related to agriculture and small activities, manufacturing also, transports, dairies related to fishing, related to village only. A town is a place which is larger than village but smaller than a city. So village, town and city. So what is the difference between village, town and city? So village is a small community in a rural areas. Town is larger than village but smaller than city. So a town is a populated area with fixed boundary and a local government. Okay, if a town is a fixed boundary and a local government, that area is called as a town. Now a city, you can say a big large town which have more importance as compared to that area. So that is the simple definition of town. And when we are talking about the town, so all the towns evolved through time. there is an evolution of towns in India. So towns also flourishes during the prehistoric time, means they are also present during the Indus Valley civilizations, and we have towns, ancient towns like Harappa and Mohenjo-daro. We are talking about around 5000 years back. Indus Valley civilization was around 2500 BC, 2500 BC में थी, 2500 BC. That will be 2019 and 2. So it was approximately, you can say, around 4500 years back. So town also existed during that time, and that also witnesses a great, you can say, uh, trades and traditions which provided the importance to this towns. So towns evolution, because of the evolution, that is divided into three on the basis of the period. Indian towns are divided into three parts, that is ancient town, medieval town and modern town. So when we are talking about ancient town, so ancient town basically are the towns which have a historical background spanning more than 2000 years back, or also the towns of during this time are all resulted or mostly are the cultural and the religious, developed into the cultural and religious towns. One of the example is Varanasi, Prague, also known as Allahabad, Patna, which was known as the Patliputra during the time of Ashoka. Yes, we are talking about around the 300 BC time, in which that Patna played a very important role, as it was the capital of Mauryas during that time. Madurai in the South India during the Chola periods also played an important role. So this was the ancient towns, all the towns which have the historic significance, that comes under the ancient towns. But medieval towns are the towns which are formed or came after the ruin of ancient towns, which are formed after the, you can say, destruction of ancient town. And this was the time when the Rajputs were ruling in India. This was the time when Mughals, Delhi Sultanate, all this Sher Shah Suri, all the Akbar, Aurangzebs are ruling this time. So time from, you can say, around 700 BC to around 1857, or when the British have not came, or it's around 1700, that time is called as the medieval time, and during time developed during that times come under the medieval town. So we have hundred of towns which have roots in the medieval period. So most of them developed headquarters of principalities and the kingdoms. Some of the examples are Delhi, Hyderabad, Jaipur, Lucknow, Agra and Nagpur. So this ultimately resulted into the headquarters of the kingdoms, and that is what the medieval town. Now, urban settlement, we are talking about urban settlement, in that evolutions of town. Three different types: ancient, medieval and the modern. So modern towns are basically those towns when the European came to India. It's around approximately first we know that Vasco da Gama came India, first European to came in India around 1498. So at the end of the 15th century, and so Portuguese came first, but Britishers have ruled over us around 200 years, and that have resulted, and they have first came to all the Europeans. What they have come, they first all come to the trade ports, and they have developed that like Surat, Daman, Goa, Pondicherry. So that resulted in the modern towns. Britishers later, you can say, consolidated their hold around the three principal nodes. We know that Bombay, Chennai and Kolkata, which is now also all are the metro cities of India. India. So it's evolved during the Britishers' time. It's evolved during the European times. First, they came near to the as they came with the sea with the help of ship. So they have first come up and set at the port towns. So they developed port towns, and later they have come to the places like internal, like Awadh, Punjab. But you will see that Mumbai, Chennai, and Kolkata, they are the port towns. So ultimately, this was the system. But after independence, so this map is not in your book, so it is a old book. There is no need to read this map. And so after independence, when we are talking about after independence, when the Britishers left around 1947, after independence, so town developed as a administrative headquarters. So many towns are developed and in the form of the administrative headquarters. So this administrative headquarters, like Chandigarh, Bhubaneswar, Gandhinagar, Dispur, and some industrial towns like Durgapur, Bhilai, Jamshedpur, they all resulted in the formation of urbanization of India. So this was the evolution of the towns in India, and from here you will see that the major urbanization started after the independence in India. Now, next topic is urbanization in India. So you will find that some data is missing in this book, but for your knowledge, the level of urbanization in 2001 was around 28%, means the people percentage of populations, 28% population was living in India in urban areas in 2001. In your book, you have the latest book. In that, you will find the data of 2011 also. In 2011, the percentage of people live in urban areas is around 31.16%, and this we have already taken. This we have seen with the help of the other chapters. So 31.16% people lives in urban areas. Still, this you will find that is not enough, because that means major for 60 you can say around 70% of the population still lives in the rural areas, but that is now changing, and even the urbanization have you can say the total populations of has increased 11-fold during the 20th century, but it is, you can say, from the last 2 decades we will see in your map, in last 2 decades you will see that the decadal growth has decreased from 36.47% to 31.13%, and in 2011 in your book you will find it is 31.08%. So the growth rate of urbanization has slowed down during the last 2 decades. Okay, so this was about the starting of urbanization in India. We have one big topic after this, that is classification of towns. Classifications of town are basically on the basis of population size. Okay, they are on the basis of population size, and it is based on the functions. So it's a big topic, we will discuss it tomorrow. Okay, meanwhile you just go through all the book, and you will find, if you have any doubt, please let me know. Okay, thank you so much.